Welcome to Audio Path, where we let you in on our experiences, insights, and real-life scenarios working in the music industry. I'm Trent, and I've been a studio owner and operator, a music venue owner and operator, and a musician.
And I'm John. I've been a mix engineer, mastering engineer, live sound technician.
And together, we've got 30 years of experience in the music industry.
Whether you're an artist, an engineer, or somebody who just really likes music, these stories are for you.
Come with us as we pull back the curtain of the music industry.
And let's take a walk down the audio path.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Audio Path Podcast. Today's episode, we have our first special guest.
Woo!
My wife, Whitney Harrison.
Hello out there. How's it going?
Yeah, so today we've brought Whitney on to talk about what it's like owning a music venue.
That's right.
Because if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that I also own and run sound at Live at Ted's in downtown Wilmington. Well, I'm not the only one there. My better half, Whitney, does everything else.
Yeah, I guess that sums it up.
Yeah.
Down to cleaning the toilets.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's
right.
gonna do it.
That's right. So, yeah, I'm fortunate enough to be able to show up and pretty much run the sound because Whitney handles most of everything else, the booking, the management, the bar side, the inventory, all of that stuff, and I'm just there with helping hands when needed. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that and get some insider perspective from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Thanks, guys.
Totally.
I'm honored to be the first guest.
Yeah.
The first guest.
I'm
That's right.
glad to have you.
So, Whitney, you own a music venue.
I do.
What is that like?
Well, it's kind of a dream, honestly. I mean, I studied classical music and I thought that I was going to be a chorus teacher for the rest of my life. And here I am running a small 62-seat listening room, and it's amazing. So it's a lot of fun. It doesn't even feel like work most of the time, which is awesome. There's definitely things that are less fun about the job, but generally every weekend just getting to hear awesome music and crack open some beers, can't beat it.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
And I can confirm, listeners, that it is a great time. Live at Ted's is a phenomenal time.
Thank you. Appreciate
If you're in
that.
Wilmington, go to a show.
Appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd always talked about maybe doing a music venue at some point, and the opportunity came about. The previous owners were trying to retire, and so we went for it, and we've learned a lot since then.
Yeah, it's been about 6.5 years at this point.
Yep.
Since we opened up the doors for the first time.
Yep, first time.
Ooh, there's a story
Well,
there.
you know, COVID and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we bought it in March of 2019, and we did some renovating to the space. It's an old house that's been converted into a music venue, and so we took some time to kind of open it up a little bit, do a couple upgrades, air conditioning in Wilmington. That's very crucial. And so we reopened in September of 2019, and we operated, I guess about 6 months before we were closed again for COVID. And that was, I don't know, like over a year. We were closed for a year.
Gosh.
So,
Yeah.
Year and a half, about, really.
yeah, you're right. Because, we could have reopened, but that time period was so, like, are people ever going to be able to sit in a room super close together again? You know what I mean? Like, it was a weird, they were
time.
opening things back up, but, like,
It was like limited capacity and like social distancing. And it was like, since the space is so small, it's like once you put in the governor's mandated requirements, it was like 10 or 11 people could be in the room.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that
6
even...
feet of social distancing in Ted's is not a lot of space.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
So, so we learned a lot from that. I ended up applying for the Shuttered Music Venues grant during that time. It was a grant that was specifically geared towards helping independent music venues that the government was doing at the time. And that saved us, really.
Wow.
That was really crucial. I'd never done a grant before.
First time writing for a grant? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
In what way?
We got it. Well, I mean, there's just a lot of hoops.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot of hoops. And even after the fact, too. Like,
Oh man.
we worked on that grant for years after
Yeah,
we
we
even
did.
received it.
We did almost more work after we got it.
100%.
Trying to get it.
Proving that we used the money for, and I mean.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I totally understand that. But, I mean, we proved multiple times that we used the money for what we said we were going to use the money for. So,
Yeah.
it was good. But we're thankful for it. And
Absolutely.
then, obviously, as we came back into, running the place, it was not great initially. Through, I would say, 2022 even, it was tough. We definitely asked each other multiple times, are we gonna keep doing this? Like, is this?
Well, when we were sitting down there for we had a show that had 2 attendees.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Two people in the audience, and I think at that same show, they left at the intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
So it was like us and the artist.
Just hanging out.
and to his, props to him, because he was like, I'll just play for you guys if you want. I'll keep going. And we were like, because when they left and obviously we were the only ones there, I was like, dude, it's like, I'm so sorry about this. Like, if you just want to pack it up and go home early, like we'll pay you what we're going to pay you. And you don't have to keep going. He's like, nah, I'll keep playing.
Did you let him?
He did.
Nice.
We did.
He
Yeah.
did. He's like, well, I got a couple songs that I was really hoping to play, so let me just do those.
I love that. I love that.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
It didn't faze him.
Yeah, he was very optimistic about
That
it,
was good.
which was good.
Yeah, that was good.
But it was hard because, that was the worst example, but there were several other nights where it was, 5 or 10 or 12, or it wouldn't get much more than 15 for a month.
Wow.
And it was like, whew, this is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely hard.
Yeah.
But we just kept going, and the people finally
Came back.
came back.
Yeah.
So, but I learned a lot along the way, just as far as booking a music venue.
I was
and-
going to ask this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is booking like from your side of things? Because I think maybe a lot of our listeners are familiar with trying to get booked. I'd love to hear your side of things. What are you looking for when somebody contacts you trying to book with you, or
Yeah.
anything from your perspective, really?
Well, I'd say the main thing that I'm looking for is just a really solid online presence in general. And the first thing I'm going to go for is your YouTube channel, honestly. And I love artists that have extensive YouTube channels, lots of content, a lot of live video, just because I know the magic that can happen in the recording studio. I look specifically for, obviously, as far as it goes, as much unedited, material as I can find, and a variety of things. I'm looking for fast tempos, slow tempos, serious songs, funny songs, just a great, just a really nice variety, I think.
That makes sense.
Because we've done a lot of different shows at Ted's. I love indie folk a lot. The sad songs, I love them. I've always loved them. I think that's the early 2000s emo kids in all of us. But it hasn't translated very well for us at Ted's. The crowd that we're drawing most of the time, they're not really looking for sad songs. There's other venues in town that are doing that, like Bougie Nights. They do a sad song happy hour. It's I think it's 4 or 5 local artists, and they advertise it like that. and it goes well for them, but for us, we've had some of those songwriters in the past, and it just didn't go well. People left during the middle of the show, not really the vibe. So, booking is subjective. It's totally subjective. It's about you're running a business at the end of the day. And so I'm looking for Ted specifically, a lot of variety.
Yeah. I mean, for anyone who doesn't know, like we do all genres.
Yeah.
Like we do folk music, Americana, bluegrass, we do jazz, we do country, we do the indie rock. We've done rock before. It is small, so sometimes, that gets to be a little bit too much for the room. But if they can do like a pared down, stripped down kind of version, we'll do that. We've done hip hop, we've done all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
We love all genres. We're just looking for like more variety of songs, just not all sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to say shifting gears a little bit, if you were to say what's like the biggest thing that you've learned since starting to own this venue?
To do your homework with that in regards to that.
Okay.
As far as like, because I did book a couple early on that I didn't really listen too far into their portfolio to get like a clear picture of like what kind of artists they were or what they were doing. And those were our least successful shows for sure.
Yeah.
And, living and learning, I took some classes with Berkeley Online on, running a music venue. And they don't really talk about those things. They talk more about like, your nightly log, like keeping tabs of, the number of people that are coming, making sure like and this is something I've learned a lot too, being conscious of what is going on in town during a weekend or like holidays and stuff. For us, what I've learned, that's holidays are a no-go. It's better. We're a listening room. It's not, like everyone's quiet and seated. So if we do a show on like St. Patrick's Day, for example, and people have been drinking all day and they come to Ted's at night for a really quiet seated listening room show, it's probably not going to go very well.
It's gonna work. Yeah.
So that's something that we've, and it's good for us too to have time off. So we've kind of focused on, when is Azalea Fest? Well, I've got that on the calendar every single year.
Yeah.
I make sure it's on there. Super Bowl, I care nothing about the Super Bowl, but I know it's a Sunday, February the 8th, because we're going to be closed.
Yeah.
So, it's good to keep those things in mind when you're making your calendar for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite part of owning a music venue? And your least favorite? But let's start with the favorite.
Favorite for me is, I've gotten to book like several of my heroes at this point, which we're very small. We've only have 62 seats, so I never thought like some of the ones that we've booked like that could even be possible. But other people obviously thought it was really cool too, and were willing to pay the bigger ticket price to see. We've had Daryl Scott 2 times now, which
That's
is
a big deal.
incredible.
Yeah.
It was so cool. One of the first big shows we hosted was Acoustic Syndicate, which is a band that I grew up listening to back home. Love those guys so much. That was one of our last shows before COVID too. So it was like that one really sticks out in my head.
We've had Ed Jurdy from the band of Heathens.
He's awesome. He's so awesome.
He's great.
Just had Larry Kill
Larry Keel.
for the second time.
Love him.
And I grew up listening to him too. So for me, like standing behind the bar and like seeing these people, I'm just like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Twilight Zone.
It's so cool. Yeah. And I feel like the possibilities for more of that is, I think that we can do it. I think we've started to make a name for ourselves at Ted's, and
Yeah.
they say they're talking about us in Nashville. I was like, okay, cool.
That's not nothing.
That's not nothing. I was like, great, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, and I think that's a lot to do with one, Trent running amazing sound
Mm-hmm.
and making it a relaxing, chill process from start to finish. I mean, as you all know, he's a chill guy.
Pretty chill.
He's pretty chill.
Trent's a pretty chill guy.
Pretty chill.
Chill guy Trent.
Chill
I got-
guy, Trent.
We might have to make some stickers of that.
Okay.
The beanie has to be a part of it for sure.
Yes.
But no, I did get a nice compliment from a lady the other day at TED. She was basically like, thank you so much. It sounded so great. And we were pretty close, but it was not too loud. You didn't just blow us away. So thank you for that.
Oh, what a
I
great
was
compliment,
like,
man.
Yes. I was
What
like, yes. That's what I'm here for right here.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know?
For sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Make it sound good and not blow your pants off.
Yep.
You know?
Totally.
Yep.
Totally. And so I think that's the main thing. And then we've also upped our hospitality game significantly over the last year, adding a green room space that doubles as lodging for the artists that are coming through. And we just try to make sure that we take really good care of them and they know that, that we're there to support them and make the experience as comfortable as possible for them as well. So,
Cool.
yeah.
I didn't know that you guys had lodging available. That's
Yeah.
news to me. I did not know.
In the green room back there, there's a Murphy bed
Oh, cool.
that folds down, and it's actually a full or a queen mattress.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
Full size mattress.
Full size mattress, like just any mattress will fit, queen size.
Yep.
And then the two chairs that are back there, that are wide chairs, they actually pull out into a twin bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, into a
Oh.
twin bed each. So really, we could sleep 4 people.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
We provide all the linens and everything. There's a shower back there, so they can kind of, and it's nice too because before we had that space, before the show started and they were just hanging out, they're like out there in the audience with everybody else, and
Yep.
so, it's nice to. There's some musicians that love that and want to be able to talk to people and.
Yep.
Engage with them the entire time, but then there's a lot that need that time to like reflect and write the set list and chill and just
Without people coming up to them and
yeah
talking to them.
yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
So that gives them the option
Mm-hmm.
that they can have their own time, space, and kind of chill out before they start.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
it's been
Least
huge.
favorite part, though.
I would say the booking. It's stressful. I get tons of emails. I mean, tons of emails. And it's frustrating because not everybody is in the same place, right? Like there's some artists that have been doing this for years and years and years and they know how it goes and but then there's new people that will literally just send me a message and they don't even tell me like their name, they don't send me a link, they don't, and I'm just like, what am I going to do with this? And it's like, and then they like bug you for a response. And I'm like, man, you didn't send me anything, like I can't respond to that. Like, I don't have time to go digging for it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have 50 other people that want the same date that you just asked for, so that it's hard. And it's, like I said before, it's subjective. And so my opinion is not the only opinion. It's just my opinion of what I think is best for TEDS and what we're trying to do, So it might not necessarily mean that I think that you aren't good enough to play. It just might not be that you're the right fit to play. And I think that's hard for me because I feel like I'm disappointing people or I'm a people pleaser. Type A, like I'm recovering. I'm working on it. But it's it just makes me feel a little guilty sometimes. But then on the other hand, I'm like, if you were to send the email that you just sent to me to like City Winery in Nashville or Club Passum, like they would never respond back to you. Like it's never going to happen. You know what I mean? So I think that's the tough part. And then like also making that decision, like I do make the decision and maybe the show doesn't do well. And I'm like, well, but this person is amazing. Why didn't it do well? We just had that happen this like past weekend, actually.
It just happens sometimes. Even though the artist is phenomenal, we've promoted it to the T. Like they've promoted it as well. And it's just the day that it happened to fall on, there was either a whole bunch of other events and options for people to go to, or the weather was bad. Sometimes that affects it. And
Yeah.
like, even though we're indoors, if it's like raining really bad, like people just don't want to leave their house.
Totally.
And like, it's a shame because like we'll book these amazing people months and months. And so there's no way we can know the weather. And then keeping up with the events, we do the best we can, but it's hard to catch it all. So sometimes something, I don't want to say flops, but sometimes it's not as strongly attended as it should have been a sold out show, and
Yep.
it wasn't quite because of external factors
Yeah.
that are just hard to catch. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's tough, but it happens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. So if we've got a listener out there that is maybe thinking about starting a music venue somewhere, wherever they are, what's a piece of advice for them?
Reach out to other, during COVID, we made a lot of connections with other music venues across the state that were also applying for this grant. And I don't necessarily, it was difficult because for us, we are so different than a lot of the other music venues across the state. I mean, the Orange Peel, that's huge compared to what we're doing. You know what I mean? So I've made some connections along the way, specifically with Mike Allen at Wake Forest Listening Room. And he has been a great person to be able to like just kind of bounce ideas off of. If he's routing somebody through Wake Forest, it might make sense for them to come to Wilmington. So I'd say network, find your people that are kind of doing the same thing so that you have somebody to, just ask for advice or just vent with every once in a while. Sean at Bougie Nights, we like to do that together every once in a while. Just to like have somebody to bounce that off of. It's important to have a community. And it could come in the form of a podcast, obviously. But I think that's important so that you don't feel completely alone. It's an isolating industry we're in, especially for a woman. I will say that too. I feel a lot like people are like, like they'll message Trent
Oh, wow.
to book shows at Ted's.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not helping you. That's hurting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to say, like, I don't do the booking. You need to send this message or email to Whitney
Yeah.
at
It's,
Live at Ted's
Yeah.
Booking.
Yeah.
it's
You
so
know?
funny.
Yeah.
But it is a weird thing. Like it's a boys club. It's a boys club. So, but I will say there are some really phenomenal, I mean, obviously women musicians out there, but there's also some really phenomenal women booking agents out there. And they are always my favorite people to work with. I have to give a shout out to Terry Stewart of Terry Stewart Management because she is phenomenal and always awesome to work with. And her artists are amazing. And they're always my favorite shows. Like if she hits me up, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Whatever you've got for me, I'm down. So
Awesome.
it's cool. Yeah.
All right. So, Whitney, what are like the do's and don'ts of booking?
Yeah. So dues, definitely go on the venue's website and see if they have a booking page. A lot of the bigger music venues, dedicated music venues, will have, like a specific of, I want you to send, a direct link to a live performance or give me your electronic press kit with like a bio and awards and accolades and stuff like that. And they'll probably ask for it to be emailed, I would say, for the most part. I know some venues will do booking through Facebook and like Instagram, but for me, because we're getting customer, inquiries through those platforms, I like to keep the booking in my email inbox so it's all in one place and I don't miss something or, so definitely do that. Definitely follow back up. If you don't hear a response initially, give them a couple weeks, send another message and just, follow up. For me,
Couple weeks, not days.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
that goes in the don't
Yeah.
category.
Don't reply 2 days later and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, did you get my email?"
Yeah. Yeah. Or my favorite is like when they send the same email like 20 minutes later. I'm like,
Oh,
just
no.
copy it and paste it.
you
yeah.
just copied and pasted that. You just told on yourself. But yeah, you definitely want to follow up because a lot of times, I mean, I'm working all the time, really. I mean, when you own your own business, like you make your hours. So I could be hanging out at night and watching a TV show and I open the email and think, oh, I really need to check that out. And then I forget to put, mark as unread or something. And then it gets buried. And then, and I might be really interested in that, but, it happens. So I definitely suggest following up. I would follow up no more than 2 times, though, because probably if you haven't gotten a response after 2 times of following up, it's probably the nice way of saying we're not interested, because that's a whole that's a whole other thing to get into. Like I have responded, and said like, hey, thanks for reaching out. We're going to pass. And so this also goes in the do not category. Don't then email me back and say, well, why?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
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 Do people do that?
Yeah.
All the time.
do.
To the point where I almost like
relentless.
it's relentless. And it's to the point at this point that I'm like, I really don't want to respond back. Like I don't want to respond at all. If I'm not interested, I'd rather just like delete the message and move on, because I have been confronted more times than not. And I'm like, it's just not a fit. It's just not the right fit for us.
fit.
It's
Yeah.
not,
That's
it's nothing
the
against
answer.
you. Right. It's nothing personal. It's not, it's just not the right fit. But yeah, it happens more often than not. And it really, if it's a booking agent that's reaching out to you, usually I will just go ahead and respond at that point and say, hey, we're not interested in this time, but thank you. And that's fine. But if it's the artists themselves booking themselves,
that's when
when it gets messy a little bit.
Yeah.
And they start confronting you about it. And I'm like,
So
Also-
don't do that.
don't do that.
Yeah. And also, if you don't get a response while you're trying to book a show, it may not be because you're not good or the venue didn't think that your music was any good. It was because you didn't adhere to the booking
Criteria.
request or criteria that they have on their website.
Yeah.
So do follow the rules.
Follow the rule, and it you might be awesome, but they're not even gonna try to take the extra time and effort to go find your music if they asked you for something and you don't give it to them.
Right.
They're just going to move on to the next person that did follow the rules, right?
Totally. And I mean, that's if you're a musician out there trying to tour and play music venues specifically. I'm not talking bars and restaurants. That's a whole different, thing. But if you're doing that, go to the music venue's website. Like take 10 minutes to just go through, not even 10 minutes. It wouldn't take you that long.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Just go on the website. Look through it a little bit. See what you're booking. Because I also got a message. This has probably been about a year or 2 ago. But it was for a 9-piece jam band.
Not at Ted's.
To play at Ted's. And I'm like, man, did you look at our pictures at all? I don't even think there's no way you'd fit on the stage. They had 2 drum kits.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Too far.
man, you really didn't. That's an example of somebody who just copied and pasted something and they were just sending it, and that happens. But like,
People do that all the time. And I get these emails too. Whitney is responsible for it and she checks it. But I see some of these because some of them are sound related. So I do need to pay a little bit of attention to answer any type of technical questions. But, seeing some that it's like, hi, ma'am, or sir or ma'am. And then it's like, it's like, that was the spam email. Delete.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get a booking based on that. And maybe they're trying to play a numbers game, but like at a small music venue like us, we're not even going to click your link. Like, if you don't address us by name, then we know that you didn't even look at the website. You just found the email and emailed it. You know,
Yep.
For sure.
so
I was going to include in that too, because this has been happening to me a lot recently. When I ask for a live performance video, somebody will send me like a file to my email. And I'm like, well, if I decide that I like this and this is something I'm interested in, how am I going to share this when I like make your ticket link and like am promoting the show?
yeah,
Like, what am I going to do with this? Like,
Yeah.
are you expecting me to
upload to our YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Or
and I'm
what?
like-
I don't know.
It's so confusing because like I'll say specifically like a link
Yeah.
to, so that it's something that, show me what you want to show our patrons that are going to come, like how are we going to hook these people to end up buying a ticket? I can't do much with
Yeah.
a download.
With an
File.
MP3.
Yeah, exactly.
Not much you can do there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So I think for it'd be good for our listeners that are considering this as like a potential like career path in the future, or aspiring. What is like a day in the life, or really like what does a week look like for you?
Yeah, because every day is different,
Right.
Which is something I love. But I mean, generally, the first step really is booking. So paying attention to the emails that are coming in.
Monday rolls around and you're doing a lot of emails.
Lots of emails. Monday is the day that I also work on sending out our weekly email. So we have
Newsletter, basically.
a newsletter that goes out every Monday around 12-ish. And we've got a lot of subscribers now. It's probably our biggest like connection to our audience at this point, which is wonderful. But I spend a lot of time making that email with links, direct links, so that people can see what we have coming up, like a little description, YouTube links so that they can go and listen to it if they've never heard of the person, and then obviously like the link to buy the tickets if they want to buy tickets to the show. That's Monday. I usually do that, and then I'm making a social media post across Facebook and Instagram on Monday, making it an ad so that it's getting out there for the week. That's usually Monday. Tuesdays, Wednesdays can vary, but a lot of the times it's more emailing. Used to be that I had to build take our ticket links and then make the events on our website and do all of that, but we now have eTix and we have a new website through eTix, and it all generates itself now. So when I make the ticket link, it just automatically goes to our website.
That's
So you
awesome.
What a
just only have to
dream.
do it once instead of 4 times or whatever.
Yeah. And it's connected to Facebook, so that I can create the Facebook event right from the platform too. It's really sweet. That's been a
Nice.
game changer for sure. So that's helped a lot. I do a lot of making little show posters in Canva. I'm a Canva queen.
Nice.
I did the whole Photoshop thing in high school, but it's been years. So Canva is so easy, and it's got all these templates and just makes it so much faster and easier. And, so I do a lot of that. Restocking beer. We don't, because we're so small, we don't actually like have enough of an order for them to deliver it most of the time. So I go and like
Except for the kegs. They bring
the
those.
kegs. Yeah. They do bring the kegs for us. So I actually go and like pick up the beer and bring it all inside and inventory, restock, cleaning the venue throughout, keeping up with that. That's a lot. Especially with the green room edition now. We have linens and stuff that have to be washed sometimes.
The booking, you have to research the people that inquire and listen and make your judgment call.
Spend a lot of time
there.
on that. Spend a lot of time connecting with the booking agents and the managers and the publicists of these artists, coordinating, promotional things with like local newspapers, the radio station. We do a lot of that. Advancing the show, like contacting the booking agent and giving them all the necessary information. So when the artist comes to the venue that night, they know where to park and where they're going to enter the venue and what they need, as far as like the gear that we have, backline, amps or whatever that they might need for the show. Is just kind of being the detail person as far as that goes and answering all their questions to make sure whenever they arrive, they feel comfortable and know that we've got everything they need, or if they need to bring something. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the shows themselves, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
Usually
We do have some weeknight shows occasionally, but so that really entails arriving maybe an hour and a half before the shows. Before
the
doors open
for sound check.
for sound check. Getting, cleaning up anything that needs to be cleaned, getting trash cans lined with bags. It's a glamorous time. Setting up the venue before the show starts, making a pot of coffee maybe, washing dishes.
Right. Then people get there and we check ticket. The doors are an hour, so people have an hour from the doors open to when the show starts. And we're scanning tickets, we're serving beverages and snacks. People are finding their seats. There's just house music playing. I mean, most people know what's going on during that. The show is 2 hours long, and then we have probably an hour or hour and a half on the backside to clean up. So it's like a 2 hour experience-ish for the audience, and it's about a 5 or 6 hour gig for us.
Yeah.
Well, Whitney, this has been awesome.
Yeah.
Here's how we normally end these.
Okay.
We talk about what we're working on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know what you, and I know it's kind of toward the end of your season, what have you been working on?
Yeah.
Well, I've been working really hard on 2026 already. I mean, we're already booked through the beginning of June.
Awesome.
Which is great. I'm super behind. We just got this new website launched, so I'm super behind on ticket links. So I think I've got everything through like maybe the end of February up. So I have a lot of work to do as far as just getting all the ticket links ready and all that good stuff, and arranging to. I think I'm gonna hire somebody to clean the venue for next year.
Deep scrub.
A deep scrub. I'm
Yeah.
really excited about it. So I started coordinating that today as well. So,
Awesome.
yep. How about you guys?
Yeah. Go ahead, John. What you got?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. I produce a podcast called Laughter in the Law.
Oh.
And so we just filmed another season. So I'm
Nice.
working on editing through all of those episodes. It's with a law firm called Hauser Flexner Injury Law.
Nice.
It's a funny podcast.
All right.
Cool.
Sharing stories about all of that side
Yeah.
of things.
Nice.
People are crazy, and I'll just say that. Go check out Laughter in the Law. Season 3 coming soon.
There you go.
Nice.
People are wild.
They really are, man.
Yeah.
They really are.
Cool. Yeah, I'm let's see. I'm still working with Jim Ellis, the the third EP that's a little on the Americana folky country-ish, but it's probably kind of indie Americana kind of stuff. That's going well. We should be wrapping that up soon. And then I've got still working with the blues duo, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Randy McQuay and David Bolton. That one's almost done too. They've kind of gradually added on some more, not necessarily more songs, but filling out more instruments with the songs that they originally set it out to be a little more stripped down, and now it's evolved a little bit more, and it's got a little more, production value going on to it. So that's what's kind of kept that project moving forward for us, but we're almost done with that. So
Nice.
that's exciting. Yeah.
Very exciting. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Whitney, thanks again for coming in.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
This has
been great.
Stoked to be here. So
Yeah. Everybody, feel free to give us a subscription if you like the content. Give us a like, shoot us a comment. Reach out to us, reach out to Whitney. You can reach out to her through audiopathpodcast.com if you want some more. If you want to talk one-on-one about running a music venue, I'm sure she'd be happy to chat with you a little bit.
absolutely. Anytime.
Yeah.
And,
Cool. Well, until next time, everybody,
Steady the path.
Steady the path.